half forward for the Blues, about 65 metres around from their goal.
Can't believe that wasn't a free kick there to Filkey with that indiscriminate kick off the ground by Bradley when Filkey was trying to grab the ball.
Kicking in danger, Bernie.
Certainly.
Phillips, a fresh air shot. Bradley looking for the free kick. Jarman in solidly. Kicked out of the pack by Cavadon.
Free kick to Carlton, maybe to Bradley.
Yes, it is.
A little fortunate, I thought.
Craig Bradley will take the free kick and left half forward flank. Carlton's leading possession gatherer this year, averaging 27 possessions a match. Puts him in the top 20 in the AFL. Not a good kick. McGuinness, Phillips. Going to be a free kick to McGuinness, tackled with not in possession. And he'll take the free kick a little bit short of the true centre-half back position. 35 to 40 metre kick out towards the centre wing position. The ball props and cops. Off the ground goes Verbeek. The ball still in play. Only just Phillips, his fourth kick in about the last 3 minutes. And Bradley, gee, that was just the required distance. Centering kick. Dorotic with the punch down. Chance for Arsiri. And the ball was hustled through for one rush behind by Lou. So a point to Carlton. And under these conditions, it could be a valuable point. 1-2 to one behind. 15 and 3/4 minutes left in the opening term. Certainly a miserable day for football. Tasker kicks in. Big pack of players in the marking contest, although none really went for it. Tapped out to Arsiri, or Phillips it was. The hand pass comes to Alvin. Alvin's short kick up towards half forward, and the mark is taken for the Crows by Bickley.
Bickley's got a player loose on this near side. It's taken out here by Tregenza. Play on.
50-metre penalty,
50-metre penalty, so it'll have to go back to Bickley, who will kick the football from just forward of the centre. And the wind, judging by the flags on top of the scoreboard, certainly going to the end to which Carlton are kicking in this first term. So the Blues would need about 3 goals, I would think, and keep the Adelaide Crows goalless. The kick to centre-half forward, picked off by Liptak. Handball wide to Brown. Brown, who looks a bit like Johnny Platten, kicks it up into the goal square. Picked up there by Verbeek. He seems to have an eternity to get rid of the football and kicks it wide. Tregenza's in the best position. He'll gather, but he won't be able to control it. And that ball proving already very difficult for the players to control. Boundary throw in right half forward for the Adelaide Crows. 1-2 Carlton, 1 behind Adelaide. And we're in the early part of this first term. Madden gets the punch down. Gathered by Murphy. And then by Gleeson, and he takes it over for a boundary throw-in. So I think the mention of poor conditions is going to be a little bit monotonous this afternoon. Tregenza's kick in short, gathered by Dean. Arsiri just slips at a vital stage. Dean goes after it again, picked up McDermott. Now McGuinness, who's usually productive. That kick is not too good. Underneath it, Bassett. Oh, kick off the down, Tregenza. Now Gleeson, and it's over again for a boundary throw-in. And umpire Carey and umpire Fallon officiating this afternoon. The Blues lead 8-1.
40 metres from goal, almost in the Crows' forward pocket. There is a whistle. It's going to be a Carlton free kick, and it will be taken by Justin Madden. Tallest player on the ground. He was trying for a torpedo punt there, didn't really get onto it. Linda had the ball knocked away in the marking contest on centre wing. A centering kick from the former Geelong player. Big pack of players down there, none really went for the mark. Would have almost been a free kick to McGuinness. Gets it back to Brown. Brown's kick up towards half forward. Plenty of Crows now, picked up by the skipper. McDermott shot at goal, is long, looks accurate. Goal umpire says full points. 1 point the difference. So the Crows against the wind, a very valuable goal as Verbeek takes the mark just short of centre field.
Verbeek doesn't mess around and gets a good distance kick to half forward. No mark taken. Good play Phillips. Left foot kick to full forward. Getting back and taking a good mark is Lindner. And he's playing well on that half-back flank for the Adelaide Crows. Transfers play to the outer side. The mark is taken by Bickley. Nearly played on there. And Rennett's the player on the mark. So Bickley now plays on and kicks it in towards the centre. No mark taken. It goes through all players. At the back to tidy up is Bassett. Sweeping hand pass. Oh, he puts Arsiri under enormous pressure. And Jarman worries him out of it. Brilliant football, Andrew Jarman. Tregenza just fumbles. In goes Gleeson. Kick off the ground by Tregenza. Close to the boundary line. And it's over at right half forward for Adelaide. And very, very quickly they turn defence into attack. Good play by the Crows. 8 plays 7. Halfway through the first quarter. Madden. Klug doing the ruck work. Underneath it is Murphy. Diving on it, Jamison. Bassett there for Carlton. Still has the football underneath. And let's hope the umpires aren't too cruel today in penalising the players who can't move the football on, because it's going to be very, very difficult all day long. Umpire Graham Fellett there. Madden. All 6'10" of him, Justin Madden. And he gets Klug out of the road. Gleeson overruns it. Then gets his left foot to it. Picked off there by Filkey. Now collected by Linder. He's caught with the football. Should be penalised. Yes. Well done by Brett Ratton. He plays on quickly and kicks it high in towards the centre. Kernahan getting underneath it, but a good mark taken by Micken.
Gee, that is a good mark, Robbo.
Any
mark overhead today is a good mark.
Maynard's kick to centre wing. Filkey takes the mark. One of the better parts of the ground. Kicks to half forward. A huge pack of players finally socked away by McIntyre. Klug. A quick kick into the forward pocket. The ball drops. Verbeek should get there first. Madden does the shepherding. Verbeek still trying to pick the ball up. Finally scoops it out to Madden. Could have almost been a throw. It was, says the umpire. Bernie?
There was a terrible shepherding that by Reynolds.
That's exactly... I thought the bad shepherd was actually by Justin Madden. Because there were 3 players there, 3 Carlton players against 1 Adelaide Crows
He
player.
should never have got anywhere near it.
Well, I agree. I agree. They just didn't work hard enough to put that shepherd on.
Lip tap in towards the forward pocket. Mark to Klug. Klug plays on and kicks a goal. Great kick, Johnny Klug. Back in the centre. Lindner brought down by Kernahan. Kick off the ground by Bradley. Handball by Dorotich. Kick comes in now from White, and it's out of bounds on the full. It was Ratton rather, and it wasn't on the full, so we're going to have a boundary throw in that left forward pocket for Carlton. Adelaide just adjusting a little bit better than the Blues. Micken tries to get it down in front to McDermott. Nice little throw to Lee. Good kick, Tregenza. Bumped off it by Gleeson. He's still close to the boundary line. Gets it back to Lee. Great smother by Gleeson. Gee, that was terrific stuff by Adrian Gleeson when certainly the body was in danger. But he had no fear whatsoever.
100th game, yeah, Robbo. 100th game to Gleeson today. He's had a few injury problems this season, but a tremendous contributor to Carlton over the years. And
being recruited from that small town down in the Western District, Koroit. He's in the play again, but he's shepherded out of it. And was it unfair? No. What happened there? The umpire's going to give a free kick. It looks as though it may go to Adelaide, and the play coming back. I can't understand that, Bernie. Why does the play keep going back after the players kick the footy?
Well, how do you... I can't work it out, Robbo. There's just so many inconsistencies with the umpiring. 1 minute it's an advantage decision. The next minute they bring it back like that for no apparent reason.
Micken drops a chest mark. McDermott's in there. McGuinness worried out of it by Glasgow. In there is Lee, close to the line, McDermott. Doing well, Chris McDermott. The kick to half forward. No mark taken by Verbeek. Picked off by Murphy. Up towards half forward. Overrunning it there was Sexton. Now he goes after it again and he punches it clear. It's on centre wing. Gleeson pushed in the back, surely.
Yes, sir.
And undisciplined play, Andrew Jarman. He's saying he pushed him in the side, but I'm sure our replay would show that Gleeson was pushed right in the middle of the back. Kicks it to half forward. Kernahan out of it so far. So is Elvin. Filkey in there again. Lindner. Kick off the ground by Jarman. Collected by Reynolds is not bad play. Up towards half forward. Ratton and Micken. Ratton keeps his footing. Handball over the top. Arsiri can't get away. Yes, he can. Back to Ratton. Ratton's kick. Oh, Lux of fortune. Good mark by Cavanaugh.
Well, with the ball getting heavier as it is towards the end of the quarter, we're 20 minutes into the term now almost. And it is vital the players keep their bodies in front, because there'll be plenty of balls fall short like that, Robbo.
Most certainly. Cavanaugh in the right place there, in front, and took a reasonable grab. Now the footing is going to be important. Can't quite control it. into the opposite pocket. Arsiri, snapshot, smothered. Smart, clears it away. Bickley, good strong play. Out to Brown, who just lets it slip through, but had enough time to recover. The kick towards the wing. Punch back for Carlton. Kick off the ground again by Bickley. Bradley, good little tap. Alvin, Bassett, smothered. Off the ground, Bradley. Centre half forward, nearly collected by Arsiri. Gives it across to Phillips. He in turn to Ratton. Rennett's, they're working overtime. So are the Adelaide Crows defenders. Now McGuinness clears and clears it long and wide. The mark is taken by Klug.
One of Adelaide's goal kickers so far, Johnny Klug. Madden sets himself for the mark and takes it inside his own defensive 50-metre line. Laying down there in defence most of the opening quarter, Madden. And kick up towards the centre wing position, Reynolds takes the mark. Wearing Mark McClure's old number, which he carried for many years here at Princes Park, and I might add with distinction. Lord Dorotic playing a good opening quarter. In towards the 50-metre line. Tregenza off the ground in front of his opposite number 12 in Gleeson. There's a free kick. Play on, says the umpire, so the advantage rule played. And the Crows take advantage. Kicked away by Lee. Marking contest at half forward. Scooped away from Sexton. Spinning out for Carlton was Bassett. Back it comes to Gleeson, right on the boundary line. One of Carlton's busiest players in the opening term, Dorotic, not sticking fingers this time. Jarman takes the hand pass. Maynard. John Clayton lookalike. Brown. Maynard. Another possession. Up towards the 50-metre line again. Make it 3. Back to Klug. Oh, bad hand pass. Intended for Jamison. Will he go off the ground? No, he can't. Sexton. Taken out of it pretty quickly. Oh, McDermott could be penalised for holding the ball. No. The ball was underneath him. Didn't see any attempt to get it out. But a good decision by the umpire, and he's going to ball it up.
Looks like Dorotic has been moved out to centre half forward. Kernahan back either in the pocket or at full forward.
Madden too tall. Down to Phillips. That's his 7th kick. Oh, player dragged off it as Gleeson must get the free. Didn't have possession. Possession number 5 for Gleeson. Tregenza can't control it. Neither can Maynard or John Dorotic, and it's out of bounds between right centre wing and right half forward for Adelaide, leading 2-1 to 1-2 at Princes Park at the moment. Madden thumps the ball back towards the boundary line, right in the middle of the interchange area, and once again we're going to see a throw in. Tallest player on the ground. 5 minutes left in the opening quarter. John Klug was there in the background and does the ruck work again. Madden simply too tall. Now there's a free kick going Carlton's way. Ratton, the advantage rule was played. Alvin goes over the top of the hand pass. Chance once again for Reynolds. Kick to half forward. Alvin can't take it. Sock it away from White. He did the good work earlier. Verbeek off the ground to the open spaces. White should be able to pick this one up. He does. Not too much support for him out there, and not a good kick. Jarman overruns it. And the ball all tied up on the centre wing position. The umpire says holding the ball. And it's going to Adelaide. And away they go. Tasker gives the hand pass. It's going to have to be brought back though, I think. Yes, it is. And the free kick is going to Crows out there on centre wing. Verbeek can't pick it up. Murphy tries to tie it all up again and does so. That came from Sexton. And limping out there is Bond.
So they've made a change, Carlton. There's a player come off the ground for Bond to go on. He started on the interchange bench and didn't quite catch who it was. Hawker warming up.
Been Cavidan, Robert.
And the play still at half forward for the Crows. Lip tap. Kick towards full forward. Pressure on now David Kernahan. Kicks it off the ground. Goes after it again. Oh, it's going to get stuck. That didn't quite work. McIntyre, left foot kick is brilliant. And Klug takes a good mark on his chest about 40 metres out. And boy, will this be testing material for Johnny Klug.
Well, in dry conditions, that would have been good play by David Kernahan, but the ball just getting caught up in that soft spot out there in front of the member stand, in front of the Carlton Social Club. And Johnny Klug is playing a good game, actually, moving around, getting away from Peter Dean.
Klug's shot for goal is not bad. He gets the distance, which I doubted when he first took the mark, but the kick was inaccurate. So the Adelaide Crows lead by 1 goal.
Against the wind too. And tight. Kernahan D. Kicks in. And Murphy at the back. We believe Murphy may have had his number taken earlier in the quarter in one of those many skirmishes that started the match. Tries for the spiral punt. Not a bad sort of a roost, I can tell you. Was it touched? Kernahan was the only one that might have got there, and he didn't. It's a goal. Adelaide's third.
Well, a good start by Adelaide in this first term, going to the right-hand end. 3-2 to 1-2. Klug to Jarman. Jarman's kicked to half forward. A good mark, McGuinness, being tagged by David Glassbach. And McGuinness is 40 metres out.
Probably too far, I'd say, Robbo, wouldn't you think? Although you saw Murphy's kick.
It's very interesting. Tony McGuinness is a pretty good kick under normal circumstances.
He'll be kicking from close to 48 metres, Robbo.
Just a little heavier from where he had to run out of. The kick in towards the full forward area, and it goes through for one behind. So McGuinness has kicked just that one behind. The goal kickers for Adelaide, McDermott, Klug and Murphy. And the goal kicker for Carlton is John Dorotich, and he kicked that very, very early in the game. So the Blues have struggled. They've had it at half forward a couple of times, but they can't get it past there. David Kernahan back in towards the centre. Gleeson pulled off it by Lindner. Kick forward by Tregenza. To half forward, no mark. Desperate stuff by Brown. Rennett's pulled off the football. Still there at centre half forward. Liptak, Nicken. A struggle there for any player really to get clear. And the umpire makes the best decision. He will ball it up at centre half forward for Adelaide. Just a minute and a half left in this first term, and Adelaide would feel fairly satisfied, I would think. Throwing it straight in the air. Madden from behind. Klug trying to use his body. Bassett gets his foot to the ball. Kicks it wide. Leading in the race is Dorotich. You'll go back to Arceri. Oh, that was a throw. Surely. Both hands moving at the same time. And I would have thought technically that's a throw.
Well, I've seen about 5 of those already, Robbo. The umpires let go. So here we see again.
Oh, dear me.
Was it ever?
Well, you don't have to look at the textbook, do you, to work out what that was. Klug has the football, shrugs the tackle. Lip tap, Filkey. Filkey's kicked to full forward. Little bit of luck here for Adelaide. They may get another one. David Kernahan off the ground into the left forward pocket. And we'll have another boundary throw in with 38 seconds left in the quarter. So the Adelaide Crows are a chance here to score once again. McIntyre doing the ruck work now. Madden trying to get into the contest. Tries to get his left hand to it. Bassett. Madden does the tackling, and the umpire will call for a ball up, and maybe this will be the last passage of play. Big Justin Madden. Most of the supporters here are going to be Carlton supporters, obviously, but Adelaide have got a few voices here, as was judged when they kicked that second goal, which came from Johnny Klug. Madden tries to tap it close to the boundary line. Klug in there. Arceri, there's the siren. So the first quarter ends here at Princes Park, and Adelaide have a 13-point advantage. Adelaide 3-3-21, Carlton 1-2-8.